Okay, I'm going to do a little sample for you of what I would do when I give all my injections. I Googled heparin and it says it's an intermuscular shot, which means you need to do it in your rear end, into the muscle, not into your tummy fat like the other one. But double check with your doctor. But I Googled it and it said that it's supposed to be an intermuscular shot, and these kind of needles are usually an intermuscular shot, whereas the other one was more like an insulin needle, which is supposed to go in your fat. So what they gave me was they gave me these big syringes, which are 18 gauge. So the smaller the gauge, the bigger the needle. So I used the 18 gauge to draw up the medicine, and then I switched it to a 25 gauge, which is what you have. I found that when you tried to draw it with the 25, it took a little bit longer and was more air bubbles because it's a thinner needle. If you do the big needle, you can suck more in. I'll give you whatever extra I have, but that's how I did it. I'm sure you could use the 25 gauge to draw. I would still swap it out though before you inject, because just by putting it into the plastic to get the medicine out, you dull the needle and it's going to hurt more when you give your shot. So here's what I did. So I've got my bad boy big needle. So this is my drawing needle. So take the cap off. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a pretty hefty size needle, which makes it nice for drawing. So I would put it into the plastic part of the bottle, and then I would tilt my medicine so that I'm getting everything on the side, and then draw it up to whatever number you need. So I'm going to do 1 just for an example. So you draw it actually past 1. I'm almost out of this liquid, so it's going to be tight. Okay, I'm going to pretend I'm doing a half because I don't have a lot of medicine left. So then you need to take it quickly out because the air pressure is going to suck it back in. So once you have it drawn, you need to kind of flick out all your bubbles so that they all land at once. Now sometimes you'll see a little air bubble in the actual tube, and then you can kind of put it in and squirt it out back into the thing so that you don't have any air bubbles. Because when you inject, you want the medicine to already be in the full tip of things. But remember, this is not your injecting needle, so you're just going to do it like a little bit. And then twist off the top of the needle. And then do your smaller needle, which you should be able to still twist yours off even if you're not... even if you're using the same thing, just twist off the top. So leave your cap on when you twist, and twist to make sure it's tight. Then pop your lid off, and then you have your syringe. And then do 1 more double check to make sure that you have enough medicine, and that all of your bubbles are out of your syringe. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little air bubble in my syringe. It's hard to see, but so I'm gonna squirt all the way until, see, it's coming off the tip and all my air bubbles are out, and now I have the right amount. Then you're going to quick jab, because that's going to make it feel the best, into the back end. The best place to do it is like your hip. So if you're here, if you were to put your hands like this on your hip, your thumb spot is the best place to do it. It hits enough of the muscle, but it's not so far up that you don't have any padding, but you got to hit. So hands on the hip, go like that. That's your spot. It helps if you bend, and it helps if you take the weight off of that side. Quick jab. After you quick jab in, you're going to pull up on the syringe just slightly. You need to make sure that you don't have any blood that comes in the needle, because that means that you've hit a blood vessel. It won't do anything except it'll leave you a really nasty bruise and it'll hurt. So pull up a little bit. As long as you don't have blood in there, then you go ahead and do your injection. And I found fast was better. Okay, love you. Bye.